right, next question from Christine. How many rest days do you take and what kind of snacks do you eat?
I put this in here because like so many people ask me this question. It kind of depends. Okay, so as far as rest days go, it depends. When I was like heavy into my CrossFit days, I was taking 2 full rest days a week, like doing nothing. Okay, because people think that like active recovery is rest days, and it is not. Okay, like going on a
45-minute rest.
Yeah, like going on like a 5K easy run is not a rest day. A rest day is you doing nothing and not stressing the body. So when I was CrossFitting / competing, that was 2 days, pure rest. Now I train 3 to 4 days a week. So I'm taking, depends if I'm training 3 or 4 days a week. So sometimes, 4 days. And again, I'm not doing anything on those days, but resting and steps. So like all I focus on is like hitting my 8 to 10K steps, just making sure that I'm, still moving in some way, but I'm not stressing the body at all. So that's where I am right now with my rest days. And I'll probably stay there. I don't see myself ever going back to training 5 days a week. I feel really good training at 3, like 4 days to honestly is like, sometimes that's like even pushing it for me. Like I'm starting to transition into 3 days a week, like full body. Because I like that. It makes me feel good.
I like 4. I like
4 can
personally
be good.
For me, like 4 is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2, something that you've been doing, like you've built like a really solid foundation. Like you've been training a lot, and currently you're not really chasing like performance goals, for example.
No.
So now you can also play with that, and it's so much easier to kind of maintain on a little bit less. And hey, some Rose.
Yes.
But like, hey, like it's great sometimes, for your schedule to only have 3 of those sessions, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because it leaves time for work.
Yeah, and like free time, like I'm loving it.
Free time,
yeah, it's great.
Sorry, I'm on work mode, so
that's okay.
But you're right, yeah, free time too, obviously.
Yeah. So, and I find that I'm recovering better, right? I recover better with 3 days versus 5. And then what kind of snacks do I eat? So lately, anytime I think about eating, I'm trying to have something balanced, right? So a protein, a carb, fiber, fat. So it kind of depends. I go in phases of like different snacks, but sometimes my snacks are actually just mini meals. And so I'll have like oats with some protein powder, chia seeds, and nut butter. So like that's like could be a midday snack for me. A smoothie, fruits, nut butter, protein powder, same type of thing. Then lately I've been doing like Greek yogurt with some gluten-free Oreos. And then I've been adding a little bit of this like nutso butter. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's really good.
I think so, yeah.
So you're getting like your protein from the Greek yogurt. My go-to is I have these meat sticks. So like they're turkey sticks, and I have 2 of those. And I think that it ends up being like around 16. Can you hear her?
It's fine. It's not that bad. It's not bad.
It ends up being around like 16 grams of protein. So I have 2 sticks, and then I'll usually pair it with some sort of fruit. So I'll have like an apple or grapes, or something like that. And then sometimes I'll just, if I have leftover food in the fridge from like my dinner, I'll do a small meal from that food. So it's not necessarily like snackish food. It's still a meal, but it's just a little bit smaller amount. Those are pretty much or sometimes I'll like run to Starbucks and I'll get the egg white bites, and then I'll get like almond milk latte. That's nice. Like, I love something like that, something different. So, I mean, I'm always just trying to think about it being a balanced snack, whether it's a smaller amount or if it's like a mini meal.
Like that. I think personally right now, because I'm like at the very end of my cut, I'm just on meals, you know, like it's not crazy low, which I'm very happy about, but like I'm, for my standards, like I'm on low calories and my meals are smaller. I'm still getting 5 feedings in because I want to keep my protein in check. I realized this yesterday morning, like my nutrition like highlight of the day now is like my peanut butter in the morning, because I do like oats with, you know, protein and berries, and then I have like peanut butter for snack or for healthy fats, but I just eat it like straight from the spoon, you know, and like that's my highlight of the day. Like I love that so much.
Funny how that works when you're dieting.
Yeah, but like no, I like peanut butter. Like I can control it. But I used to have, I remember when I was doing, this is back when I was doing the zone diet.
Oh gosh.
Which, you know, it's like, it's way too little for CrossFit. But okay. Yeah. I would have these episodes where I was rushing to work and I figured, okay, shit, like I didn't get my dinner in. Let me quickly get something. So I'd get like a pack of these like crisp breads and a jar of peanut butter, and I would just have I would have the whole jar.
Stop. Seriously?
Like in a meal, with like with those crackers in. And that must have been, I don't even know how many calories, but like
that was a lot. So many.
That was so much. But like, long story short, I fucking love peanut butter. But like that's one. And that's just a daily meal. And I legit, like I really enjoy that, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, what I also really like, we have this, so we have these rice crackers that have like chia seeds as well. They're really good. And they're not like the usual ones. They're slightly different. They're way better because usual, like normal rice cakes, I don't like them too much, but they're different for some reason. I don't know. But I have those with like we have like a sugar-free apple pear jam. It's like crack. It's super good. So that's one. And then more processed stuff. I'm big on Oreos. Not at the moment because I'm dieting, but I'll have those every now and then. Sometimes I'll just sprinkle sprinkle some on my oatmeal. Other times, what else do I like? In Spain when we were on the trip at Lidl. I'm not sure. Do you guys have Lidl in the US? Or no? It's like a supermarket chain. Like
no,
I know it's like probably German or Danish, but I thought it was international. But they have these protein yogurts. It's like a cup. Oh, yeah. Like it's like this. It's like 25 grams. And they also have like a protein drink, like a protein milk. Those were super good, and I really like those as well. So even when I'm snacking, like I'm still including, well, definitely protein, and then just kind of whatever I feel like. Sometimes it's processed, sometimes, you know, whole foods. Right. Usually whole foods for the most part.
Yeah, I've been crushing dried mangoes too.
So good. Yeah, they're super good.
Oh, they're great. Like when I'm low on my carbs or something, I just crush some dried mangoes.
Yeah, it's the best. It's good. Yeah. It's like an easy way to catch up as well. Yeah.